The Chase family is synonymous with Louisiana cooking, and the family's fourth generation continues that legacy. Dook Chase, the grandson of food icon Leah Chase, will host a new show on PBS focusing on the state's rich culinary traditions. In her final report for LPB, Dorothea Wilson talked to Dook Chase about the family's legacy.
Well, Dorothea, welcome to the set of A Chef's Journey. This is about celebrating the cultural influences of New Orleans cuisine.
Yeah.
And today we're talking about Lafayette Bakery. We went visit Chef Caitlin Guerin. Now we come and get inspired and do what we need to do in this kitchen.
Yeah.
So one of the things that inspired me was she has a grain of paradise bun.
Okay.
You're thinking of the spices, you're thinking of ginger. So the play that I wanted to do on it was a spice poached pear. We have a little red wine in here.
Oh.
We have some ground ginger. We have some cloves, some anise, and then a little bay leaf. And what you want to do is you want to lightly poach those pears, right? Okay. And I'll pour one up. As you can see, you soften it up, but you don't get that rich color just yet.
All right.
So as these soften up, you'll move them into your bowl here. And this is real easy. You can do it at home.
Okay.
You know, you put everything in, you put a bottle of red wine in, you have a little half a cup of sugar, then you start to throw in your spices. You know, you have your cloves that you go in there, you have your anise, you have your cinnamon stick. As you poach those for 3 minutes on each side, pull them out, and now you have to top it with that liquid. And this is where we come in, right? So you can smell those spices
You sure can.
coming in, and then this is where you get the depthness of that color.
Wow. And that's actual wine.
Oh, this is actual wine.
All right.
And look
I
at
love
that.
it.
I want you to see this, right? That's the cinnamon stick that's going in, those cloves, a little
yeah.
anise. So the next thing you would do there is you cover this with wrap and you
Okay.
put it in your refrigerator. Let it sit for a minimum of 6 hours, but I would say go overnight.
Okay.
When you go overnight, you see that color that
Ooh,
you
it
have
smell
on that
good.
pear? Well, look at this color.
Ooh.
This
all the
is what you're
flavor.
looking for.
Yeah.
So when you bite into that, as we celebrate those grains of paradise, you're gonna taste the ginger. You're gonna
Yeah.
taste the clove, the cinnamon coming through. And not to talk about how pretty this
Oh, it's
color
pretty.
looks.
Yeah, it is.
As we get inspired and we go visit many different restaurants, bakeries, and the people that really influence why we cook what we cook here in New
Yeah.
Orleans, we come back and we highlight that.
What influenced you to get into this?
My family. Many of you know our family's flagship restaurant, Dook Chase Restaurant. I'm the fourth generation.
Wow.
But we all grew up in that restaurant, whether for me, my start was just shining silverware and folding napkins. And then I got lucky to move on into the back kitchen.
Yeah.
Started as a dishwasher. And then I would come as a little boy and just hang by my grandmother's stove, just like we're doing right here, and watch her and watch her. And I think she got tired of it and said, all right, I'm gonna teach you something.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what hooked me ever since. But when you grow up in that restaurant, you learn about life.
Yeah.
You understand the importance role that Dook Chase played for its community, certainly during the civil rights era, but many, many more things that we did inside and outside of that restaurant to help shape our community for the good.
Now that's powerful. That's a powerful statement. And, you know, for you to carry on that legacy, because I can say for myself, like my mom has beauty salon. And so I went the complete opposite, but you chose to keep the legacy going. What does that mean for you?
It means everything. I think when you know, they teach us coming up why we do what we do.
Yeah.
They tell us hospitality is service to our community.
Yeah.
So when you get that knowledge of the reason why the Chases operate hospitality, it's motivational. You have to dive in. You have to continue that legacy. The opportunity that I'm getting right now is from the generations work that came before me.
Yeah.
And hopefully the fifth generations, which we have in the restaurant,
Okay.
is growing up the same way, and they appreciate that history, that tradition, and why we do it. So they continue that legacy.
Yeah.
That's the term we use as the fourth generation, continuing the legacy.
All right, I love it.
Yeah.
What's next for you? Where are you taking this legacy?
Well, what's next is this show.
Okay.
This show is going to highlight that influence of the culture influence on New Orleans. But what it's mostly going to do, it's going to bring people back to the kitchen. I want you to go back see these recipes, celebrate them, celebrate your culture, celebrate your tradition, but bring people back to the table.
Now, I understand that you have pieces of your grandmother in this, or on the set with us.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. Where are they?
So anything we do, we're gonna have that symbols, you know. If you know about my family, my grandfather told her as she was going off to school, Leah, remember 3 things: work hard, pray, have faith, and do for others, right? So faith is huge, symbols are huge in my family.
Yeah.
So we have this rooster back here.
Okay.
That carries the strength. My grandmother loved the rooster because she was a strong woman.
Yes,
you know
she
that.
was. Yes, she
still
was.
is, guiding us and leading us.
That's right.
So the rooster, we have jars where we pickled and preserved, going back to the Madisonville days of growing up in that pantry. We have her cookbook over here. We have the red pots. A lot of symbols between my grandmother, my father, just family members.
Yeah.
And they're always here with us. And that's what I mean by faith. There's always somebody looking out for me.
That's right.
Looking out for the next generation, pushing us forward. And whatever we do, we're going to bring them with us because they're here no matter what.
That's right. Tell me what we have here and then share with me some of your final thoughts.
Yeah, so we're highlighting all of what I've learned as a pastry chef at Lafayette Bakery with Chef
Okay.
Caitlin Guerin.
All right.
But it's an inspiration of, right? So when you talk about that spice poached pear that we have, you talk about a seasonal fruit tart, which showed people how to make that crust, and then a seasonal fruit that you have in there with that filling at the bottom, and then this banana nut bread. But we're in Louisiana, so we're gonna top it with our pecans.
Pecans,
You
that's
better
right.
believe
Not
it.
pecans, but pecans.
That's it. So each show, you're gonna see those influences shine through, and we're gonna do 3 dishes that really inspired me as I had a visit with that chef or that restaurateur to sit down and come back and say, hey, this is the influence of New Orleans, and this is how a next generation can move it forward and have a little fun with it. And I want the viewers to know you need to tune in because it's so important to keep those cultures and those traditions going. This is the main reason why people fall in love with New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's each one of you celebrating your history, celebrating your culture, and celebrating your tradition. So tune in, enjoy the show, and learn as I'm learning each and every day.
I can't wait to try some of these dishes.
Well, thank you.
All
It's
right.
been a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.